everyone, I hope you all are good and you all are practicing questions. Let us solve this one for now. What is said in the question? We have a small body A which is sliding down from the top of a wedge. As you can see, this is given as length L and this is theta. What else is given? Coefficient of friction for this surface is given, that is 1. At what value of angle theta will the time of sliding be less? Okay, so we have to talk about how we can adjust this theta so that we get the least time in which this block can come down to this point. Okay, so we need to talk about acceleration of the block, done hai? And then we need to see how much distance it has to fall through, and then we need to check how we can relate all these things with time. And then for that expression or equation, whatever we are getting, we need to check at what value of theta that expression for time will be what? List. It is list, right? Yeah. So let us check for this. First of all, let us calculate its acceleration. So देखो यहाँ पे ये rough surface है. What will be the acceleration? You know that upon it, forces acting will be mg. And then there will be force, since it is sliding down, friction will act upon it in the upward sense, right? So what is the net force acting down the plane? So down the plane अगर आप बात करो, here, so this mg will have two component, one perpendicular to the plane, and that is your mg cos theta, because this angle will be theta. Because if angle between two line is theta, angle between their perpendiculars will also be theta, right? So this is this, and then this mg will have another component in this direction. Okay, and that is your mg sine theta. So basically acceleration, if you see net acceleration down the plane, because it is coming down the plane, acceleration is down the plane, right? So mg sine theta has to be greater than friction. That is why it is coming down. And by how much it is greater, that we need to calculate. That will be net force divided by mass will give us the acceleration. ठीक है? So अब आप friction निकाल लो. Friction क्या होता है बताओ? Friction is your mu n. Mu is how much? 1. N is how much? So N will be your, here the normal reaction will act like this. N will be equal to mg cos theta. Because this block is not moving along the line which is perpendicular to the plane. Along that line, it is in equilibrium. So N has to be equal to mg cos theta. So here I am writing mg cos theta. So this is equal to mg sine theta minus cos theta, right? And this divided by m. So acceleration is how much? G sin theta minus cos theta. ठीक है, अब चलो टाइम निकालने की कोशिश करते हैं. सिंस दिस एक्सेलरेशन विल बी कांस्टेंट बिकॉज थीटा इज कांस्टेंट हियर and g is also constant, making a constant. And if constant accelerated motion it is, in that case you can use equation of motion. So let us use second equation of motion, s equal to ut plus half at square. Now what is the value of u? देखो यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है this body starts sliding down. So when something starts moving or sliding down, it has a simple meaning that u is equal to 0. It has a simple meaning that initially it was at rest. So initially at rest, s will be equal to how much? So we need to check what is the value of this length, because it will fall through this distance, right? This is L, let's say this is x. So L by x is equal to cos theta, and x will be equal to L by cos theta. So that is L sec theta, right? So here it will be L sec theta equal to half into acceleration g sine theta minus cos theta. Again, I have treated this direction as positive. Okay, so displacement is in this direction, positive I have taken. Acceleration in this direction, positive I am taking. Okay, t square. Now, what will be this? Okay, g sorry, time का square होगा. ठीक है. So what is t square का value? So that is your 2l sec theta divided by g. How much? Sin theta minus cos theta, right? So this is your sin theta minus cos theta. So this is the value, right? So time is equal to how much? 2l by g, and this will become cos theta. So sin theta cos theta minus cos square theta root under. Now we have to make this time minimum. अब देखो time को minimum करने के लिए see carefully here. L G को हमें disturb नहीं करना. We don't, I mean G we cannot disturb. It is constant. L we are not, because in the question it is said we are just changing this theta in order to make T minimum. Done है? So this X will remain constant because this L will remain constant. ठीक है? So this is this 2L by, sorry, X will not remain constant because theta is changing. Let me change my statement. This will remain constant. So L is constant, G is constant, 2 is constant. Basically, in order to make this time minimum, what we will do, we will try to make this denominator maximum. Okay, so if denominator is maximum, overall term will become what? Minimum. So we need to now deal with maxima and minima of the function. और हमारा function क्या है? थीटा का फंक्शन है, दैट इज इक्वल टू साइन थीटा कॉस थीटा minus cos square theta. So we have to make it, we have to check at what value of theta this will be maximum. So for that, first we will integrate it with respect to theta and make it equal to 0. And second check भी करते हैं. Second check आप तब करना जब थीटा के दो वैल्यूज मिल रहे हो. अगर सिंगल वैल्यू मिल रहा है तो दैट वैल्यू इज द कंसर्न वैल्यू. वी डोंट नीड टू गो विद द सेकंड चेक. सो यहाँ पे सेकंड चेक कैसे करते हैं हम? सेकंड डिफरेंस, आई मीन सेकंड डिफरेंशियल वी विल कैलकुलेट. सो this thing we will do, and then by calculating second differential, we will put the value of theta whatever we have got in first equation, and we will try to check if this value at those value of theta is greater than 0 or less than 0. If it is greater than 0, then at those value of theta for which first differential was 0, function will be what? It will be minima. Okay, and if it is less than 0, function will be maximum. Now let us first differentiate it for the first time and equate it to 0. So sin theta cos theta को आप क्या लिख सकते हो? आप लिख सकते हो ना, oh sorry, this you can write as sin 2 theta by 2, है ना? क्योंकि sin 2 थीटा को आप क्या लिखते हो? 2 sin theta cos theta divided by 2 will become sin theta cos theta minus this is cos square theta, and this thing we have to differentiate with respect to angle theta, right, equal to 0. अब आप इसको differentiate कर लो. This will become how much? 2 cos 2 theta divided by 2 minus cos square theta का differentiation क्या होगा? So this will become 2 cos theta into minus of sin theta, and this is equal to 0. ठीक है? So this will become how much? This is cos 2 theta and this will become minus minus plus हो जाएगा 2 sin 2 theta, because 2 cos theta sin theta क्या होगा? sin 2 theta. So basically what we are getting cos 2 theta plus sin 2 theta is equal to 0. So I mean here you can see, और चलो एक स्टेप और लिख देती हूँ तुम लोग के लिए. sin 2 theta equal to minus cos 2 theta. So basically tan 2 theta is equal to minus 1. What should be the minimum value of 2 theta for this? So theta must be in the second quadrant, right? And this angle should be how much? I mean, it should be making an angle of 45 degree. So this should be 45 degree. Yani ki what will be this angle? It should be 90 plus 45. So that is your 135. Done hai? Because in second quadrant, tan will be negative. And tan 45 is 1, right? So tan 180 minus 45 will be equal to how much? Minus 1. Okay? So that is what I am doing. So 2 theta will be equal to 135. And theta will be equal to how much? 62.5 degree. So this is going to be your answer. I hope you have got this question. I mean, there was more mathematics, I would say, and less physics. Just we needed to write equation for or expression for time, and then we were required to minimize it. And it can be minimized at the angle of 62.5 degree. So this should be 62.5 degree in order for this block to reach to this point in the least amount of time. I hope you have understood, but if you have any doubt, you can always let me know in the comment section. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.